Welcome back to the Crypto Picture channel, where I help you see crypto through a clear lens. Today we're going to be doing a follow-up to our video that we made 3 days ago, talking about this 21-day and 50-day moving average. A lot of people were concerned back here when Bitcoin was at these lower levels, basically calling for a death cross. We did take a look at the previous chart data, and what we did see was this isn't abnormal in any fashion. If we look back at 2017, right here, we got a convergence of the 21 and the 50-day moving average. Here we got pretty close, but it quickly moved back to the upside. So this is very normal in a bull market. And then we also looked at the weekly, and these levels did also line up with the retest of the 21-day moving average. So back here, we got a retest of the 21-day moving average. Back here, we got a test of the 21-day moving average, as well as over here. And this is when these lines on the daily were at the closest point to officially having a death cross. Now, we avoided it for now. I really like this daily close, and I did want to, wait to make a video because I want to actually bring you guys some substance every day. And from what I'm seeing right now, as long as we're closing at these levels today, I'm very, very comfortable with this, and this would get me back into a bullish bias. Now, I did get back into my trading account when Bitcoin was down here at these levels based on the history and the fact that we were only 10% away from the 21-week moving average. You can never time these things perfectly. A lot of the time they get front run, and that is kind of what we saw here. I mean, we came within a fraction of it. I believe it was roughly, 6% of it. So, sometimes when you're waiting for these exact scenarios to play out, what happens is you get left standing on the sideline. So once we started seeing some of these daily hammer candles closing with large wicks to the downside, letting us know that there's more buyers than sellers in this market, that's what these candles are hinting towards us. So what I did is I basically got into my entire trading account back down here in these levels, based on these two instances or points of data going back to 2017. So what I'm really looking for with Bitcoin is a sustained breakout for today, and this candle closes in about 6 hours, 5 hours and 15 minutes based on UTC time, -4. So I'd really be looking for that. So that's New York time. Then it is possible for us to come back and have a little retest of these moving averages. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to happen, but it is a possibility. If we zoom into the 4 hour, we just got a 4 hour golden cross on the shorter time frames. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the more explosive the move will be. So this is on a 4 hour time frame, but going back here, every time we've seen this 4 hour cross, it has signaled a potential bottom. So we'll have to continue to monitor that and see how that goes. But I did mention to my Patreons that I suspect that Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin. I did mention it in an earlier video with the weekly bullish confirmation on Ethereum Bitcoin chart back here. I did say typically when we see this anchor wave and trigger wave, we typically see, based on, just this run, we have seen about a 60% appreciation versus Bitcoin. Now, if you bought the trend line, you would now be up 57% versus your Bitcoin. If you did wait for the actual confirmation and bought at the top of this candle, you'd be up about 36.59 versus your Bitcoin, and at the highest point, 46%. Can we say we've seen the end of this move? We did hit my first target perfectly here. I think that we could see some couple days of consolidation. I think that Bitcoin does need to move higher to bring some confidence back into this market, but I do suspect that all the smaller altcoins and mid-cap altcoins will move alongside Bitcoin's price. EGLD has had a really nice type of Wyckoff accumulation here, reaccumulation, I would say. So we'll have to see what happens, but I do suspect that this one will head higher, especially with Bitcoin breaking bullish. And another one that we've been looking at in the premium channel is INJ. We got back into that one around $17 and it's done quite nice. A lot of these coins, especially when you look at their Bitcoin price, they look like they're in Wyckoff reaccumulation zones. You know, I'll give you a little hint. Most of them are at the end of this reaccumulation zone. So typically what we see is potentially very large breakouts. Now, some coins are going to perform better than others, obviously, but we'll have to see what happens there. Bitcoin dominance. I've been showing these lines for ever since I've been on YouTube, pretty much. I did, show you the significance of these lines. And as you can see, we tested this for multiple days. Right, we were testing this orange line here for well over a week. We broke it and now we're hopefully giving it a bearish retest. Not that obviously I want Bitcoin to go down, but what I would like to see is Bitcoin going up and altcoins appreciating versus Bitcoin. That way we're making more dollars with our altcoins and they do have more substantial gains. Obviously hold Bitcoin. I will always hold Bitcoin, but from a risk reward adjusted return, I do like to dabble in altcoins quite a bit. So, I mean, this is very good for altcoin holders. If we do consider this as a bearish retest, I mean, we could technically come back up here to like the 51.5 level, and I would still kind of consider this as a bearish retest of previous support on the candles that were consolidating here. But with all that being said, please like and subscribe, guys. The Discord channel is down below in the description. And until next time, we'll see you on the next video. Cheers.